rocks at you. Oh, what was that? Word. Oh, really?
We've bleeped out that racial slur. The video taken by this professional fisherman with his 10-year-old daughter out on the lake.
There's no rule book, when someone's yelling slurs at you and aggressive, and she's looking at me and I'm looking at him and I'm feeling her, and I'm just at this impasse. Like, how do I handle this? What do I do? Using some pretty big baits right here.
Sheron Brown has fished Lake Shirley many times before and says he's never had a problem like this. The man upset his boat was too close to his property.
Started getting belligerent. He says, hey, you can't fish here. You can't fish from my dock. You need to go somewhere else.
First exchanging words, then throwing rocks.
Oh, yeah, throwing rocks at you.
And next, I hit this big splash. I'm like, did you just throw a rock at me? And I picked up my phone. I pushed the button and he just started talking and he doubled down at what he did. And I'm like,
what was that? Word. Oh, really? All right, buddy. You know what? I'm going to call the police now.
No one answered when we went by the property where it happened. The police charged David McPartland with 4 counts of assault, including anti-black bias.
The way he said it, there was hate in his voice. The way he kept going on, I'm not trying to judge anybody. I don't know, but it seems like that's something that he was comfortable saying. I brought it to his attention. I'm with my daughter.
And what's worse, he says this was his daughter's first time coming face-to-face with racism. The suspect goes to court later this month. In Lunenburg, Sean Shiabot, WCVB News Center 5.
All right, peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. And before I comment on this, let me show you another news video which gives you a little more detail about this inherent racism that still exists in America. Just watch.
An airman is facing assault and intimidation charges after an incident involving a 10-year-old girl and her father.
That father says the man took it too far when shouting a racial slur. That slur caught on camera. NBC 10's Aaron Logan joins us outside Lunenburg Police Department. Some will find the details in this story disturbing, Aaron.
Glenn, the man arrested wouldn't clarify what he said exactly, but according to the police report, it reads, I may have slipped out a word that I shouldn't have, but I was upset. Now, this whole incident took place at a nearby lake. It's a place where this father said he simply just wanted to enjoy the day with his daughter.
Who you fishing with?
My dad.
Well, who's your dad?
Sheron Brown was hoping this would be the highlight of his day with his 10-year-old daughter. But this daddy-daughter fishing trip at Shady Point Beach in Lunenburg turned out rather sad. Actually sickening, according to Brown.
There's no place for racism in the world.
This is what he's referring to.
Oh, yeah, throwing rocks at you.
A man admitting to throwing rocks at them, followed by a racial slur. Brown says the resident was annoyed, claiming they were too close to shore.
And there was at least 65 feet between us, which is a considerable distance.
Brown, an avid fisherman, says he knows it's important to be mindful of residents. In this case, he felt targeted as others out on the water were left alone.
And he does not care that I'm here with my 10-year-old daughter. And it's becoming obvious to me that he's not.
Brown says the swears, the yelling, the slurs, and the aggressive rock throwing were just too much, so he called 911.
I told him, hey, I'm going to record this, man. If you're not going to stop, I'm going to record this exchange.
Lunenburg police showed up shortly after and arrested 66-year-old David McPartland. As a father, Brown's heart aches for his daughter and what she witnessed.
I don't know how to handle this kind of situation. It's not in the books right here. What do? Never in 1,000 years do you expect to be out doing what you love with the person you love, my daughter, and someone's aggressive and yelling out things that are just awful and atrocious.
Brown wants to be clear this situation is not typical of what he's used to when he fishes there. He's been going there for 15 years. McPartland is scheduled to be in Fitchburg District Court on June 16th. Live in Lunenburg, Aaron Logan, NBC 10 Boston.
All right. And as you see that happen in Lunenburg, Massachusetts, which has a predominantly white population of 80%. And this white racist man was bold enough to call a black man the N-word while he's fishing with his 10-year-old daughter. Now, I have a 10-year-old daughter myself, and I've taken her on fishing expeditions. And I could just imagine my reaction if someone was to disrespect me like that. throwing rocks, calling the N-word, putting me and my daughter at danger. Now, this man says he was not the only one on the water, which was evidently a public waterway. But this white man felt entitled to tell a black man where he should or shouldn't be in a free society. Now, they did arrest the man, 66-year-old David McFarland, 66, meaning he was born in about 1959, which is one of the most racial times in America. And so this is an example of how those views, once again, he was probably a little boy and heard his family use those words all of the time. And then he's going to almost try to justify, well, I may have let a word slip out. I was kind of angry. What were you angry about? A black man was close to your property. And, Lunenburg, this is a very, affluent city. I think the average median income is about $112,000 a year, which could be considered by some, a rich neighborhood. So that is another aspect of it, the economic racism, where he felt like, this poor black man and with his 10-year-old daughter shouldn't be here. And, the black man was really, Mr. Brown, Sheron, he was really kind of understanding. He was kind of, this is my first time, I'm not trying to judge anybody. And, this is something I've never experienced while fishing. And he may live there, so he may be sometimes unaware or, just letting things roll off of his shoulder. But he said it was his daughter's first time dealing with racism. Now, she's 10 years old. She may not, once again, have the cultural awareness when racism is happening. But if this man was bold enough to do that, then I'm pretty sure she experienced racism, but she was just not cognizant enough to ascertain what was happening. But this is, once again, a situation that happened in the year 2025, in the year of our Lord. And so this is something that, can't be voted away. It can't be legislated away. This is an apparent evil that stems from the history, the systematic mistreatment of black people from slavery all the way until now, that we see black people being treated less than human. And so I hope David McFarland, they did hit him with a racial bias, whatever that means. I don't know how they classify a hate crime, but this definitely is a hate crime and should be charged federally. But shout out to Sheron and, his daughter. And I hope, this is a lesson to make them open their eyes more to, the environments that they're going in, and be more aware of these things, as, some people believe that, no, there is no racism. Everybody's the same. I don't see color. Evidently, this white man saw color and he let you know about it. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Y'all see the number 919-587-7782. Thank y'all for liking, watching, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And as always, I pray you have peace and blessings.